just for relationship. You're offering your body as a burnt offering.
Have you burnt offering? The way we Christians can be like, oh, the moment the brother comes, you let him know, hey, are you from the devil? Are you from God? Are you here to marry? You don't need to wait. I mean, slide into his DM if he's not sliding into. So thanks for the meal, the sex, and the clean clothes. You'll be missed. Hey,
Hey guys, welcome back to the Truth and Tales podcast. Yes, we are back again.
We're
right?
back. We're back. We're back. We're back.
Yeah, tell them. Yeah. We're back again with another interesting episode on the Truth and Tales podcast. You guys already know we always give it to you hot, honest, sweet, interesting, as much as we can. So today we are back with another interesting topic that we're going to discuss. And yes, thank you guys for your feedback, your comments, and for sending us questions. We've gotten a few questions and a few topics for us to discuss, and we'll be doing that in the course of the podcast. So yes, if you're new to the podcast, my name is Yemi and I'm here with my co-host
Victoria.
Yes, so Victoria, are you ready for today's topic?
I am ready, my sister. What's ready? I feel grand.
I trust you. You always full grand. In fact, you full grand, you remain. So today we are going to be discussing a very interesting topic, and yeah, it's a very interesting one. That's all I can say for now. We're going to be talking about defining a relationship. Defining a relationship. And this one is especially for the single ladies out there and all those who have complicated relationship. They're not single, they're not married, but it's just complicated. This one is dedicated for you guys, okay? I'm just kidding anyway, but we have an interesting topic and it's about defining a relationship. And of course, as usual on the podcast, you know that we always read out a truth or a tale of the day. So today we have the truth for the day. It's very interesting. You guys, you really want to listen up for this. So Victoria, please, just give it to us. Just tell us what it is.
All right. So as Yemi said, today's truth is actually a very long one. It's actually a chat conversation between a lady and her boyfriend. Okay, and if you're listening in audio, my hand is in quotes, like boyfriend in quotes, right? So yes, I'm just going to read that out in form of a conversation, okay? So the lady started, babe, what's up? Baby. Don't let me even short in it. She said, baby. Are you still up?
Okay, please go on.
She said, baby, are you still up? Are you still up? The guy said, yeah, but I only have a few minutes to stay up. I have to get enough sleep. I have an anchor seminar. I have to anchor a seminar, blah, blah, blah. And then she said, I just wanted us to talk about something that has been bothering me for some time now. The guy said, is it very important because because you could save it for later. My eyes are closing. And she said, okay, no problem. Now, I think this is the following day. The guy asked her, what's up? In short, the guy's tone was waiting sup. Now, I'm very particular about the lady and the guy's tone to give you guys a background on this whole topic, right? The guy said waiting sup. She said, I need you to answer each question honestly. The guy put a question mark, okay. And she said, who am I to you? He said, funny, you are my girl. The lady said, what do we call this relationship in definite terms? The guy said, you are my friend, and this is friendship. And the lady answered and said, friendship. The lady answered and said, friendship where we have sex, I cook for you, I come over, I do your laundry, I do everything I can for you, and I'm just a friend. And the guy said, can we skip this talk? I beg. I want to sleep, please. And she said, no, we are trashing this out. How can I waste 6 months like this? You need to confirm what I am to you. She called the guy's name CJ. Don't tell me you have gone off. The guy said, no idea. I'm thinking of what I'll reply you. And she said, it is simple. This relationship needs a label. And the guy responded, you know, I never really asked you to do all of these things. I never asked you to cook, to clean, to help me with anything. You are just a friend at best. And the lady responded, what do you mean? I've been here giving you everything, my time, my body. You see that term, I gave you my body, as if it was his body back.
I'm trying to be calm here. I'm trying to be calm.
We ladies. my time, my body, and all my efforts. I put everything into this, hoping that you could deem me worthy. Hey, Randy, deem me worthy. Oh my God. She said it to my sister, hoping that you would deem me worthy to call this a relationship. I have been in this for 6 months. And the guy said, but who told you to start though? Honestly, we met 6 months ago. I told you I wasn't ready for a relationship. I just got off a broken one. You caught feelings. You decided to stay in this, even though I didn't give you any assurance. Give me assurance.
As if you know the song that came to my mind. I'm
sorry,
like
guys, but assurance is important. My sister, I said, I didn't give you any assurance and you want to blame me. And the girl said, when a girl comes over to cook for you, gives you sex, do your laundry, what do you call that? And he said exactly what I said. I never asked you to. I don't intend to get into any relationship in the near future. I made that clear. But you still decided to do all of those things as a girlfriend, so I gave you the liberty. This guy gone. I respected your feelings, but to be clear, no one in the world would fault me. There is no offense when there is no official commitment. And the lady said, you effing used me. And the guy said, on the contrary, and I love this guy's response, honestly. He said, on the contrary, you used yourself. You don't know the importance of communication in a relationship. If you had not come to your senses now, we could have continued with this for years. And you watch me give you an invitation to my wedding. Hey, this guy is brutal. And then the lady said, you are a heartless soul. I'm telling you, he said that. And the lady said, you're a heartless soul. And the guy said, no, I am not heartless. In fact, I am the kindest man you've met. Other guys will give you false assurance, which is true, to keep getting sex. I came up real to you. And the lady said, which is like typical of what we do. She said, you will never find happiness. The guy said, don't do that. Don't be petty. And the lady said, after all I've done for you, after 6 months, all the effort, and the guy reiterated and said, I did not ask for it. So he said, I did not ask for it. It's on you. Don't ever assume in a relationship, which is key, which is what we're talking about today. It is dangerous. You felt because we had sex, that makes us a couple. Baffling. And the lady said, you will pay for this in hell. Nonsense. And the guy said, whoa, we are going low now. Puff. Typical. I am going to sleep. So by morning, I'm guessing you must have blocked me. So thanks for the meal, the sex, and the clean clothes. You'll be missed. Hey, Eradi. You will be missed, my sister.
Hey?
Oh my God, babe, what do you think of that?
You said what? Hey.
Okay. You will be missed, no? You will be missed.
Let me what?
All right. So what do you think of this, Yemi? I don't even want to start because honestly, this is so... Like if I start talking, I will stop. So you start. I even feel like we should be breaking it down small to be able to get the lesson in this.
Exactly. So first of all, what I see is that from the lady's tone, she was doing everything she did so that she would be found worthy in her own words.
Worthy.
So that she will be found worthy of the guy.
Worthy
of the relationship. I mean it, like she said it. She used the word worthy.
Is that how men is cast?
Number one issue. That's my number one bone of contention.
Oh my God.
That's number one. And then number two, the fact that the guy knew all this hanky-panky on along, and then he played, he got what he wanted, or I don't understand, and then him saying that he's the one, is a nice person, revealing to her, that's another level.
Yeah.
There's just a lot. This is what I want to highlight first. Please highlight more for me. Highlight more for me because...
You know, from the very beginning of the chat, I could already tell the red flag in this whole relationship thing, because that's why, you know, in the beginning, I said she take note of things. When the girl messaged him, she said, baby, what's up? And the guy's response to her was, when the guy would respond the following day, the way he said it was, waiting sup. Waiting sup is what I would tell my friend, is what I would tell my G, my guy, you know, that I would tell my girlfriend, waiting they sup, waiting they happen. I don't call my friend and say, hey, baby. So you could tell from the very beginning of the message that this is the way the guy saw her, this is the way the lady saw him. What
pains me the most in this chat is the fact that the girl does not even know her worth. That she's saying
Wordy.
she was doing all of these things so that the guy will consider her worthy to be in a relationship. She's not even saying worthy to be married though. She's not even thinking. I don't understand how much she's willing to sacrifice, how deep she's willing to go to get to even marriage. This is just for a relationship. You're offering your body as a burnt offering.
Happy burnt offering.
Living sacrifice. You're doing everything just for a relationship. So if you're not aiming for marriage, what will you do now?
Exactly.
What will you do? So you're using the word worthy. Well, I don't think anybody will even fault the guy in this situation.
Honestly, I don't. Honestly.
He
had his part to play in the whole thing. He had his part because he was literally leading her on. If the lady did not bring up the question, he ought to have at least, bring it up when he noticed that this relationship thing is getting out of hand. But I will not blame him also, because you are saying free cleaning service, free cook, free laundry service, free sex.
My sister.
So who doesn't like better tea? Who don't like better tea? My sister. So why would I want to raise that issue with you? So obviously the guy was definitely playing her, but I think that the lady made it too easy. Like she literally laid herself down. And she played herself. Yeah.
And the guy said something.
He
told her from the onset.
Yeah, exactly my point. Exactly.
He said he told her from the onset that, you know what, I don't want to have it. I just came out of a breakup, a heartbreak. I think that was even what the girl. That was the window that the girl thinks that she saw.
She thinks she can fix
he's just coming from a bad relationship.
He needs a shoulder to cry on.
So the guy will see her. She was just playing smart. She was I even feel like she's even manipulative, safe. She has manipulative behaviors, because you see somebody that just told you that I'm coming, whether true or whether he's lying or whether he's telling the truth, at least you will give yourself that benefit of that. Oh, this guy is healing, or this guy is just coming out of a relationship. Let me just give him time to heal before I push myself forward. But she saw that window of opportunity and she just
jumped on it.
It's so glaring that this is a clear case of a situationship. So let me just ask you now, when do you think is the right time for someone or for people to define a relationship? When should you define your relationship? Because I think that's the problem a lot of people have nowadays. They don't want to define their relationship because they're like, oh, I will be too forward. Yeah. Maybe I'll
turn him off. You put him off.
Yeah, maybe I'll turn him off. Yeah. Or maybe I would look desperate. Maybe it's just a friendship. Like, maybe I'm too quick. Maybe to grow into a relationship or whatever it is. People just have this problem, this issue with, the timing and when to define a relationship. So, in your own opinion, when do you think is the right time, the appropriate time for people to define their relationship?
Okay. In my own opinion, I feel like, just like you said, defining relationship is very tough, especially knowing when exactly to ask the question, what are we doing? Yeah. But, and it's different from everybody. It depends on, some guys, they already know what they want from the very beginning. Before they even approach you, they know, okay, this is the person that I want to spend the rest of my life with. Yes. Typically for me, for my husband from the very first day he asked me out, he told me, this is what I want. I'm looking for a wife. I'm not looking for a girlfriend and stuff like that. So, but not everybody is direct like that. Sometimes, and most relationships will start from friendship and the rest of it. But I think that the definitions part should start the moment you start to catch feelings. The moment you feel like, I am attracted to this person and I would like us to take this relationship to the next level, but the person is not saying anything. Yeah. It is better you bring it up then, rather than invest so much in a relationship and come out and be saying, he used me, I gave him my body. No, please. And I think the problem here also is that people don't know where there's a boundary between friendship and girlfriendship and relationship or whatever it is. There is a boundary. Friends don't sleep with each other, okay? Until I talk to you and we have a mutual understanding that this is a relationship or this is friends with benefits, you get. Then we can now say, okay, we know what we are doing from the onset. But if a guy approaches you and says, oh, I like you, can we be friends? Take him literally. Girls, ladies, take him literally. If he says, let us be friends, know that we are just being friends. Don't assume that he wants you to be his girlfriend. It's not every guy. I have a lot of friends who have been in this situation before. A guy will approach you and say, hey, they won't even ask you if we should be friends. Maybe you guys had a conversation in class, or you met somewhere and you kind of clicked and you start to talk about general issues. Most friendship don't start as, can we be friends? Most friendship don't start like that. It just starts that you meet a random guy, the two of you click, just and then organic. You started to develop a friendship. But until that conversation is had, before you start to know, before you start to do some things that a girlfriend is supposed to do. I don't go to my friend's house to wash his clothes. I don't go to my friend's house to cook for him. I don't go to my friend's house to go and to offer my body as a living sacrifice. I don't do that, okay? So you should know. But for this person, you could tell that from the beginning of the relationship, the guy was open to her to let her know this is what I want. But she thought that she could change his mind. So you went to his house, started sleeping together, and for 6 whole months, the two of you were sleeping together, but you never had that conversation of what exactly is happening here. You just assume in your head. No. I think the moment you start to catch feelings, the moment you start to feel like maybe you met a guy, the two of you are talking, and you kind of click, and the friendship developed, and you start to feel like, oh, I think I am really attracted to this person. That is when you have the conversation, okay? So yeah, that's it for me. When the feelings start to, don't wait for, no. See, gone are those days where I say the man must be the one to raise the question. No, because you're putting yourself in it. Look at what the guy was so plain. That if she had no comfort, he would have given an invitation to the wedding, and they would have been sleeping together. And nobody will fault him because he never told her he was interested. So the moment feelings start to get involved, regardless of who is the person, don't assume that he will get it. Don't assume that, oh, it will come around. No, don't assume that because and that's another mistake a lot of ladies make. They assume that because we are sleeping together, it means that we are in a relationship. No, my sister. It's not. It might be like that for ladies, but for guys, it's never like that. Okay? They have people they call F-bodies. You'll be amazed how many people actually have that belief. Because it comes to you and you guys slept together once and then you're sleeping together over and over again. You feel like, trust me, girls, guys don't think that way. You get? They will call you their F-bodies. And they have a girlfriend that they are dating. So, please, the moment feelings start to come inside it, define it so that you know where you are before the feelings get further. Because the problem is when you've allowed the feeling to grow to a certain extent that you cannot hold yourself back, then you start to get scared that if you ask him, or what if his response is bad, then you'll not be able to handle it, and then you continue like that, even though the guy has clearly not defined what you had to him. Definition should come the moment feelings comes. I
love that. So like there's really no timing to this thing. The moment you just catch yourself catching the feelings, just go ahead, sister, please go ahead and spill it. And you said something that I really like, that, guys don't think that way. Because you're giving them sex, we're wired differently, right? I know it doesn't make sense, morally it doesn't make sense, but guys are just wired differently. They can have sex with a lady and have nothing attached to the person.
No feelings
nothing
whatsoever. Do you know, babe, I'm so sorry to cut you. There was a guy that I was dating then, and I know this guy really loved me, but he was still sleeping with his ex-girlfriend. And I was asking him, at a point I'm like, well, he was literally telling that because he's sleeping with her does not mean that he has anything, even though that's bullshit. I mean, that's bullshit. If a guy is telling you that, oh, it's okay for him to say, that's just bullshit. Just run away, okay? But he literally told me he has no feelings for this lady. But it's we women that can have sex with, that cannot have sex with a person without a certain kind of feelings for the person. But men, anything that looks like the thing, their thing will stand, and they don't care. They don't care. You get?
Yes.
So, anyways, please go on.
So I think it's very important to define and I think it's mostly women that catch feelings from the onset. Like, we're the ones that are quick to catch feelings. The moment you catch yourself catching feelings, define it. And I think the next question somebody would probably have would be, so how do I define the relationship? How do I go about it? If there's somebody that I know that he likes me, or I like, and he's not saying anything, or we're friends, there's tension between us, maybe sexual tension, or maybe it's just physical tension between both of them, and they know that there's something wrong, there's something here, and she's catching feelings. How would you say, how can someone go about defining the relationship? Share with us. What do you think?
Okay, well, usually, in our part of the world, we always wait for the guy to make the move. Okay, female until now that, you know, everyone's like, hey, you don't need to wait. I mean, slide into his DM if he's not sliding into yours and stuff like that. But normally, based on our culture and our kind of world we live, okay, we usually wait. We're in a friendship and the guy will ask you, hey, I think I like you, I'd like to take this relationship to the next level. The way the guy asks that, or the guy would normally ask that, can we take this relationship to the next level? I believe it's the same way you also have the right to ask, okay? So when you're talking about ways to ask, we've already talked about the time. But let me talk about what defining relationship is. Defining relationship is simple. You're asking, are we dating? Are we friending? Are we friending with benefits? What are we, okay? You may not want to say it in those exact words, but you definitely want to make sure that you're clear. When you start to have feelings for a person that you guys are in touch or you're talking to and stuff, and you feel like, okay, these feelings I'm having for you is strong, okay? You set out a time. You said, I like what the lady did. I think the lady did the right thing she's supposed to do, okay? But she did it at the wrongest time. This is what she should have led the relationship with. But I see her side also because, like you said, she was being manipulated because the guy told her from the onset he wasn't looking for anything, okay? So she knew and she decided to fall into it. So the guy, to me, I don't think he has any fault in it. But you can send a message and say, hey, I've noticed that, you know, we've been talking a lot these days. We've been talking. I really enjoy our conversation. I enjoy your personality. Tell him the things you like about him. I like the fact that you love God, that, you love your family, you're family-oriented, you're goal-oriented. These are some of the things that I see, you know, in the man I want to spend the rest of my life with. And, you know, you are not proposing, but you are literally just trying to ease into the conversation. Yeah. Because I also have a friend, okay, that she's, you see, then thank God she has changed now. But you know, the way we Christians can be, like, oh, the moment the brother comes, you let him know, hey, are you from the devil? Are you from God? Are you here to marry me? Or are you here to, you know, there was a guy that actually liked her then. And she, from the very first time they date, like they were talking as friends, not even a date, like, she was asking, hey, so what do you want from me? Do you want to date me? Are we friends? I want to know from the beginning before. You know, and the guy was pushed away because, like you said, to some guys, that can come out as desperate. Yeah. But like I said, the relationship has to have gotten to a level where the two of you have known each other. He knows you, you know him. You've given him the opportunity to be able to even decide if you are someone that he wants to pursue a relationship with. And that is friendship. That is not when you are having sex. That is not the time you are sleeping with each other. That is not the time you're having coitus. If you watch Big Bang Theory, you will know what coitus means. That's not the time to be, you know, cooking for him. And no. On a friendship, normal basis. In short, when you go to a guy and you're already doing those things, cooking, clean and everything, you are selling yourself cheap.
That's it.
You are literally selling yourself cheap. And I will not blame a guy who doesn't want to, because he feels like, oh, is this how, like, what we don't understand is that, see, if you're a Christian, it's something that we already know from the Bible. God created a man as a hunter. He's a chaser. God puts the desire for a man. So that process of chasing you, that process of weighing you, that process of, you know, getting to know you, fighting for you, it is something that men enjoy. If you make it too easy for him, where you come, you clean, you do everything before he comes back, and you are performing all the wifely duties that he did not send you, he will not rate you.
No ratings.
And that's a fact. That's a simple fact. That's a simple fact. So don't go and be doing, no. If you are friends, if he told you specifically, or he has not asked you out, assume that you are friends until he asks you out. But if you've started to catch feelings, and he hasn't said anything. Like, I know a friend who said, you know, my husband said about the mother of, or the parents rather, of one of his friends. That it was the mother who actually asked the father out because she saw that the man was shy. Okay, so if you think that the guy is shy, or, you know, but he likes you and stuff like that, or you like him, it's a simple thing. Start a conversation, a WhatsApp message, a face-to-face, or however you like. Hey, you know, I like this about you. I see we've been talking these days. I see, you know, we talk a lot, we chat a lot. You know, we take a lot of time, but I just really want to know, you know, where this relationship is going. I know men don't like that word, where this relationship is, but you have to ask it. If you don't want to use that word, you can say, I want to know what I am to you. Am I your girlfriend? Am I just a friend? And stuff like that. And I'm asking because don't let him think that for you to, if you are worried about being desperate, then you may want to add that I'm asking because I have, this other guy and, a few guys that are, kind of asking me out. I really like you. That's why I want to know before I commit myself into something. Simple. So simple. And let him answer. Whatever he answers, don't interpret it for him. Take him at his word. If he says we are just friends, take it like that. You are just friends. If he says, okay, I really like you and I think I would like to pursue a relationship with you, but I am not ready now. You decide for yourself if you are ready to wait for him to be ready. If he says, I like you as a person, okay, and I would like us to, I see you as someone I would like to, I would like to be with or start a relationship with, but I am not certain yet. Give him time. Continue your friendship and all of that. Give him an ultimatum. I'm not saying you should give him an ultimatum right there and then, but in your mind, okay, it says with me, so I'm giving him 3 months. You don't need to tell him that. But in your mind, and in 3 months' time, if he does not know, because trust me, men know what they want. They know what they want. They might not be sure, and they want to be sure that, okay, you are who they really think you are. So give him a timeline that is comfortable for you in your, if you like, if it's 10 years that's comfortable for you, you can give him 10 years. If you like, if it's 3 months, you can give him 3 months. But whatever timeline you think it's enough for you to be able to know a person, give him that timeline. And after that time, let him know that, hey, I know you said, you were thinking about this. I think you know me to an extent where you should be able to decide if you want to be with me. So I think we should keep on being friends. Trust me, if the guy at that point really wants you, he's going to ask for you. So yeah, that's how I think you can definitely define your relationship. It is very, very important, and I cannot overemphasize that.
I love that because you even gave smart tricks, smart ways that someone can go about it. Yeah. I really love that. In fact, I don't even have anything to add to that because that's so that's so smart. Like, you just go ahead and tell him, see, I want to know because there are 2 other people. That shows that you are a hot cake. Like, you are not. You're a hot cake.
If you don't want me,
there are people that are waiting, and it's very smart. Another thing I see is that nobody likes someone who is not confident. Nobody likes somebody who is sloppy, who doesn't really know what she wants. So if a guy, men they like confident women. I'm not saying arrogant, but they like confident women. So if you know that you see somebody you like or he likes you and you're not saying anything, they know when you are not saying anything, but your body is saying it and your actions are saying it, but you're not coming out to say anything. And somebody who has nothing to, who is not really interested, will keep stalling and trying to see if he can get benefit from while stalling the nonsense. But when you come to him and you say, use the smart way and tell him, if he's not really interested, a person with a good heart, somebody that, has good mind, just like this guy, will tell you, I'm sorry, I don't want to be committed now, or they'll just look for one way. And whatever it is that he said, just as he said, just take it by the word. Just take it as it is. You don't even try to assume. That's a very good one. I love that. So,
I actually think that this guy may probably have even considered her because obviously he likes her as a friend, okay? And I think he would have actually considered to date her if she had not already made herself so available. I don't want to use the word cheap, but you've made yourself so available, like you said. So, why will you be?
In fact,
when I see ladies that do this, it pains me. Like especially my friends, and I've trust me, I've seen a lot. You can tell the way he speaks to you in public, the way he doesn't see. Let me tell you signs that this guy does not want any. He does not see you like that. The first thing is that he does not. He does not show you affection. Okay, and when I talk about affection, I'm not talking about sex. See, sex is one type of affection. When I talk about affection, I mean like care. Like you would care for someone that you really like. A person who is not always there for you when you need him, but expects you to be there for him when you need him. And so maybe he does not even expect, but you are always there for him, but he's not there for you when you need him. okay? That person does, because it does not rate you. Because a guy that really wants to pursue something with you would want to always be there when you are sad, when you're down, when you're happy and stuff like that. The next point is when you give in more than you are receiving. When you give in more, you are the one going to cook. He has never come to your house to come and help you to cook. Yes, trust me. When I visit my husband, then when we're dating, when I come, he's the one that goes to the kitchen to cook for me. He does not wait for me to come inside the kitchen and be cooking. For what? Is it my house? You don't marry me? Have you put ring in my finger? Definitely I would do that. You know, yeah. Maybe when we were together for a while, I would do the cooking and everything. But that moment when I'm coming, you make the room presentable, you cook for me, but you will go to a guy's house. He does not even care. His house is messed up. See, trust me, a lady that a guy wants to get, it will make sure that everywhere is comfortable for you. It will make sure that, see, my husband was dating me there. It's not now that because he don't marry me. That then when he was, when he knows I'm coming over, he will mop, sweep, clean, do everything, cook for me and everything. That is how you know a guy is committed to you. But a guy that you even come inside is with his friend, is talking to them. You came to visit him, he ignores you. He's talking to his friend, or he's chatting on phone, or chatting on Facebook, or calling another girl. You see him talking to another girl when the two of you are together. My sister, and this one, you will see so many guys do it, and girls will be giving excuses. He's posting another girl on his status. He's using a picture as profile picture. He's posting a picture on Instagram, and you are seeing it, and you say, they are just friends. There's nothing there. They will give you invitation to his wedding. Very soon, you will receive invitation to wedding. Because it's the truth. A guy who respects you, a guy who wants to pursue you, will not do those things because he knows that this person would not like it. This person I want. So a guy who doesn't introduce you to his friends, he doesn't introduce you to, and when I'm talking about friends, I'm not talking about those partner in crimes, the one that they will come and follow to chop the food that you are eating, right? The food that you are cooking, rather. The one that will follow to bring clothes for you to help them to wash. The one that will say, our wife, what. But you know that they are only there for the food you cook for them, for the clothes you wash for them, for the company that you keep them. He has not introduced you to any member of his family. He does not talk about you to his friends. He does not talk about you to his families. When the two of you are talking, he always talks about himself. He doesn't relate it to the two of you. He does not relate it to your future together. He doesn't discuss his future plans with you. He does not discuss. See, you should know that this person does not rate you. He doesn't see you like that. He might see you as a friend, okay? But he doesn't see you as someone to be in a relationship with. And there are people that they are friends, they are closer with them, like they tell them their heart stories and everything. But you will know that this person is not interested in you when he does not tell you, when he's talking about his future with you, you are not included. He does not even ask for your opinion or anything. Trust me, girl, that guy does not rate you. Maybe he rates you as a friend, but he does not like you like that. He's not that into you, right? He's not that into you. Okay, so yes, you need to watch out for the signs, okay? When a guy wants you, trust me, when a guy really wants you, he will do everything in his power to keep you, because men are hunters, men are chasers. They enjoy chasing. They enjoy the hard to get kind of thing, you know? That's the kind of women they think is, even though to me, it doesn't make sense. I mean, if you like a person, walk up to her and tell her you love her, right? But guys like to chase. They like the little shakara, I'll think about it and stuff like that. But if you make yourself so available to them, they will just keep on chopping. But they know in their heart of hearts that you are not the one for them.
Yeah, that's interesting. Like, those are really, in fact, those signs are very important. Like I said, this episode is dedicated to the singles and the complicated ones.
Yes,
I just hope you will go back and take notes so that you will
uncomplicate
be
it. Uncomplicate it.
And uncomplicate everything. You lose all those tight ends. Lose
Untangle
everything.
it.
Untangle it.
And he also said something like, you don't know the importance of communication in a relationship. And I like that. So many ladies, when they start a relationship, they don't discuss the things that matter. They are discussing, what's your favorite color? What did you eat today? Have you eaten? Where are you going over the weekend? What movie are you watching on Netflix? Is that the conversation you should be having at the beginning of a relationship? You should be having, in short, I think we'll have a series on, or another episode on conversations you should have at the beginning of a relationship. I think we really need to delve into it. They are serious conversations you should know. Important. You should not enter into it too deep that you're unable to come out before you now start asking, please please have those conversations. Have serious conversation. You need to communicate.
That's why I would always say that as a lady, you should have personal standard. You should have personal standard. You should know. I think we've even mentioned it.
I think that's another topic we should talk about.
You know, I think we've even mentioned it in one of our episodes.
If you don't have standards, if you don't stand for anything, you will fall for anything.
That's it. Another importance of defining your relationship is that it redefines what the person thinks about you. So there are times that, you know, when a guy will see you and look at you and be like, oh, this is just a plaything. You know, we've seen cases of when a guy will just see a lady and be like, okay, maybe because she's beautiful, she's attractive, he will just want to be with her just for the... And then when he gets to know her, or when she communicates, or when he gets to know her and he understands that, okay, this person is not shallow.
As he thought.
I don't even want to use shallow. Like, this person knows what she wants. She's confident and she's smart enough to ask me, oh, like, what is this? I really want to know, you know. If the guy is a sensible, smart person, if he's a normal human being, it'll be like, wow, she's smart enough to know what she wants, and it will really find something about you. Not the one that you use your own self-mop. You use it to scrub the floor, and then you expect the person to treat you any better.
So I think you should come back and watch, you know, our previous video, or our next video rather, the videos on things to discuss and how to define, or questions to ask at the beginning of your relationship, and how to know your standard, how to set personal standards. I know Yemi has a video like that.
Yeah, I do.
On her channel, but I do believe that, you know, defining a relationship is not optional. If a guy is not forthcoming and you think you are investing more than you should in a friendship, you should definitely ask him, what exactly are we into? What exactly is happening here? Okay? So yeah, I totally think that you should ask it. I've told you how to ask, how to bring it up and all of that, but please, defining a relationship should never be optional. It is definitely something that you need to do. So,
all right. So that's it. Thank you so much for joining the conversation today. Thank you for listening and watching. So please don't forget to leave your comments. Share with us what you think about today's conversation. Share your thoughts. Share your advice. Give us your questions, and also don't forget to share these videos, share the podcast with your friends and family. Also connect with us on Instagram. Let us know the things that you are up to. Share with us. We would really love to hear from you guys. Okay, so till next time, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you.
All right, bye.